Hello and thank you for coming to my channel. My name is Sewa, and if you are first time visitor here, I just want you to know that here on this channel I teach about how men and women, the process that they go through to become kings and queens in our society. Okay, so one of them that we're going to learn, one of the process is labeled remembrance. Okay, learning to remember. All right, it's not an easy process at all when you have to be taught on how to remember. You see, modern civilization have made it easy in a way that we go to school, read notes over and over, in essence that we can train the part of our brain that teaches us how to remember things. Okay, and homeschool and also kingdoms, we don't only help you to remember, but we help you to almost like process things. You see, because let me give it to you. There are people that are able to remember, but they cannot process things faster. Okay, and there are people that can process things faster, so they tend to almost dump everything within their head. They do not pick it up because they are in a hurry processing their environment. Okay, so you are like, oh, I don't remember, because you were in a rush, you did not take time, that's why you don't remember. But in the kingdom, you have been taught how to remember. And how do we do this? Or how do you learn this? Or what is the situation or scenario that these men and women must go through? One is this. Now let me ask you this question before we even move forward. How many clothes or how many traditional clothes do you have in your room, in your closet? Tell me. Is it one? Is it two or three? You see, one is not right. Two is not correct. Three is definitely wrong. You see, when people tell themselves, an example says that I am an African, right? From the moment you use the word African, you must show something that belongs to that continent within your home. Do you know that? Yes. It has to be at least something that you bought from there, or even from the African store that you cherish, that is in your home. Whenever you do these things, right, and you buy something like this, what you have done is you have almost like put that place in your heart, in your home as well. Okay, you see, a lot of when you visit places, you find out that a lot of people that have money, they have like a little closet or place where they have every continent, something from every continent, natural from that continent, hanging in their room. As example, you can have some from Chinese kingdom. Sometimes they have it in red. You can have it in African cultures, like a sculpture. Just guys, do this. Buy a sculpture or one of these items and hang it in your room. You see, let's say if it's a sculpture, find one that even have like a frown face. Why do you put a frown face sculpture on your wall? I'm going to teach you. The spirit of anger, or when somebody is angry, they will never come into your home. You see, all African cultures, these sculptures that they do is because when you put it inside, that do not come inside. That energy don't come in your home. That's why they make these sculptures. So if you have a sculpture of somebody being happy, every single day happiness is going to be within your home. Okay, if you have it hang on your wall. If you have it outside of your wall, the spirit of anger will never ever try to even come inside the house. Okay, so how many African clothes do you have, for instance? Right, you don't have to have one or two or three. Why? You have to have a lot. Why? Let me tell you, these days you tell yourself you love your mom, right? We call Africa the home. You love your mom, but you are willing to go buy foreign clothes to wear 24/7. They're like, well, because the foreign clothes is cheap and it's not accessible to us. Wrong. Okay, wrong. You made the foreign clothes is cheap, but it does not give you any concrete definition or meaning to yourself. You see, I know a lady, she's like, whenever I wear my African clothes, it's almost like something came up on me. I feel like I just want to run the world. You see, is the energy, it starts to follow you. The energy of being brave. You see, these African prince clothes, they all have meanings to it. They all have names and definitions to it. Some of them may say that, like, don't stop giving money. All right, don't stop giving money, or don't try and take money from me. Before you take it, be careful. You see, you wear this outfit. You walk around, you don't even have to say anything. The person that reads the outfit is able to say, wow, okay, this is what she means, right? So if somebody want to take money from you, sometimes they don't even come close to you. Okay, they don't even come and try to beg you for even one seat over here. Certain beads all have like names to it, and when you put these beads around you, it do something to you. Okay, what does it do? You do not put these beads because it's from the old. Remember, they always say, well, it's from the old, that's the old fashioned. No. You don't understand how to live the world. That's why you're saying that. Okay, I was given this amazing hat, right? It's old. The guy was like, I don't even need it, I just wanted to, it's just sitting in my office here so much. Why did I take it and why do I appreciate it? I'm gonna tell you. It's because it's a man's hat, right? He cherished the hat when he bought it. He used it, he wore it over and over and over and over, right? But he took it to places, right, that his energy has now almost like come over the hat, in the sense that if I were it, and that man was very a powerful person, right? So if I were it, that type of energy almost like it's almost like it's an umbrella, right? You do not face, it's almost like that brave you are sheltered under that bravery. Okay, so like I'm telling you today, if you have a grandma who was very powerful or a grandpa who was very powerful, guess what? Why do you even hang their pictures? You don't hang it because you remember them. You hang it because you need that type of energy to come into your lives. These days, modern civilization have almost gotten rid of everything that helped you become strong. Okay, certain things like learning to remember your lineage. You see, we have forgotten these things, like hanging pictures on the walls, and now we are hanging like we are hanging things that we don't even understand on our walls, right? You are bringing little girl stuff hanging everywhere on your wall. No, this now is the time you have to go home. If you finish watching this video, go to the store, buy you some sort of frames, like 6 or 10 of them. Go find all the older images that you have of your grandma or grandpa or someone. Hang it on your wall. Have a seat, a chair, one of a chair or 2 chairs. Put next, you have to have 2, okay? 2 chairs. put it right next to where you have hang all the pictures, okay? And sometimes you can put a table in between and put like a little flower. I will give you an example of how to do this. You see, when you do this, you are symbolizing that you care about your lineage, about the family part, okay? About, you care about those that you love, that you have, let's say you have lost, but they have not forgotten. You still have a place in your home for them. These days, you walk into people's home, like I said, you are like, who is here? Nobody. It's just, they're like, who hang pictures on their walls these days? It's all on the computer. And I'm like, your computer's off. What happened? I don't have no pictures. You see, that's not good. So when you go to like ancient buildings and stuff, guess what happened? They keep pictures, they keep art, they keep these things hanging on their wall. Why do they hang these things on their wall? You see, the person that was doing the art, it took them, if it's 5 hours or 10 hours to make that image. That is a lot of energy that the person put in there. When you hang it on your wall, when somebody comes upon it, they are able to feel that within your home. Okay, that's what makes art so beautiful, guys. I do art. I paint when I don't have I paint when I have time, and I need some kind of, I do this for a hobby. I paint, okay? So, and I have a little store that I sell these jewelries. I'll post the link right here underneath this channel where you can go and purchase some of these beautiful arts that I have here and some jewelries and stuff. But what I'm trying to tell you is you have to learn to remember the people that were in your life that serve a purpose, okay? And how do you do it? Your families, hang pictures of them on your wall and give them a seat, guys. Give them a seat in your home. It will help you a lot, okay? A seat in your home. And also, let's go ahead and learn this too. As a kid, you are going to be taught, how do you remember someone when you are outside? Your mom's perfume. You see, when you see somebody that reminds you of another person, you tell the person, you look like this person, right? And you explain to them, it's not out of anger. You are telling them that they look like that person and that person meant so much to you, and thank you very much. You know, say something encouraging to this person and tell them you are handsome, okay? Something like this. How do you do it? Why must you do this, okay? You are training your mind to not forget the images or the people that you have seen. They are images from your head. You bring it back forward so that that person is always like they are in your existence, okay? And the people that you don't want to remember too, guys, it's up to you. Guess what you do? You lock them. You don't want to remember their date of birth, where they are, who they are, how they look like. Just cut them off. Just cut them off. But what I'm going to tell you is this is a huge process. Remembering process is not easy. For instance, your keys. How do you make sure that you always have your keys around you? This is one of the exercise, okay, guys, where you lose your keys, you don't know where you put it. You see, when you're looking for these things, guess what you're doing? You are wasting what's called time. The time that if you had taken this charge, you have taken this step, it would have allowed you to be something great, but you did not take that step. When you literally forget where you put your shoes and you run around everywhere, and then you get a call saying that you missed that last appointment, you see? So your brain, you see, when you want to be a king, you are trained on these things. Your keys get hidden. How you find it? Your wallet is being hidden. How do you find it? You can't find your cap. How do you find it? Where is it? And you have to look around for it. So what is the lesson you're going to learn about it? The lesson is this, okay? Learn to put things the right places, Okay, learn to put things where they belong. Okay, if you learn to remember, you learn to put things at the right place, and also you learn not to do the wrong things all the time. You see, some people are saying the Bible said forgive and forget. You see, it's saying forgive those that have hurt you, okay, and forget about what they caused you, but remember how and why that thing happened. It did not say forgive and forget everything. Okay, a lot of, you see, the Bible has been translated, so the translation has been lost. No, do not forget. You have to always pray to God. Don't let me forget about my wrongdoings. Help me remember it and pray over it so that it does not come into my life anymore. That's why you say, help me to remember. You see, for instance, like let's say your whole head is cleared out. What will you do? Huh? Your whole head is cleared out. You don't have nothing upon you that you must move forward to. What are you going to do? You see, you're going to try and see, oh my gosh, I need to remember my past. I need to remember who I am. How are you going to do it? You do this, we're going to teach you, okay? You do this by knowing, okay, where was I first? What did I sit on? Where was I eating? Who was there? You try to remember these things one after the other and after the other, all the way back to the last place where you are sitting, okay? That's a process that you are also being taught upon. So it's not an easy process, guys. It takes a lot of time. It takes effort put into being a king or a queen, okay? So I'm going to give you another one too. You can go ahead and to help you remember, you take notes. How do you take notes? You're going to be shown how to take notes. You just don't scribble things everywhere. No. You have to have a dedicated book, okay? A book where you can write your experiences. These days we call it diaries, but as a king or a queen, you're going to start writing down every scenario that you faced, right? What time it was, the date, and how you overcome it. Start writing it down little by little. You find out that most of the time it coexists. You did something wrong, and because you did it wrong in the beginning, it came back up again, and you have to pass it over and over and over. Once you pass it, that situation, that scenario, you never face it again. You face something else, okay? So I'm glad that you are here today. I just want to tell you, go to an African store or call somebody in Africa. Tell them, please, I need clothes from Africa. It doesn't matter. You see, go and buy you a shirt, a top. You don't have to be, guys, I'm telling you, make sure it's made out of a fabric from there. You see, these kings that are in charge, powerful people, what do? They all have these clothes. They have some hidden, okay? Some of them, they even frame it because it's so special to them. But me and you, we are thinking, well, it's a daily life thing. No, you frame it just because, okay? And you have to make sure you got it from, sometimes you got it from a person that don't have no money at all. Do this, guys. Get it from somebody who is don't have no money at all, that's learning to even sew and make it out of their hand, right? And once they put all their energy into it and make you that outfit, you cherish it. Why? Because that poor person or that person that didn't have it, they put the outfit together with love, okay? Just because you are going to give them some kind of money, right? So you see, these rich people or whoever have so much money, when they go to the poorest country, they find an old lady that's sewing the clothes, or a young female that don't have any money or something. Let them sew an outfit for them, and they give them some money, and then they come home, they wear it 1 or 2 times, they hang it on their walls, okay, or they frame it. Can you imagine? Nowadays, guess what happened? We are now framing what's called jerseys. We are framing jerseys. Why do you frame jersey? Think about it. It's not just anything. You want to remember the person who wore that jersey. You see, it cost a lot, right? That person wore that jersey to help, almost like to entertain a whole bunch of people. That jersey took a lot of energy, right? Whenever he won it, whenever you wear these things, you almost like you feel invincible, right? So that's how it is. Okay, guys, make sure you have at least 5 for the days of the week, 5 African clothes in your closet. You have to have at least 5 traditional clothes from wherever you choose. You can have China, you can have China, you can have India, you can have even veil. You can wear a veil, from the mosque. It's such a beautiful outfit. You can have that. You can have an African cloth made for you. You can have like how do you call it, a Scottish. I used to have a Scottish skirt, and you can have that. Now I love, guys, I don't know why, I love that Scottish skirt. For the longest time in my life, I don't know why, but that was a skirt everybody knew me for. It was a Scottish skirt, red. It has all those little squares and everything in there. I love it for a long time. And oh my gosh, I got this hat from a Scottish fraternity guy. He's such an amazing guy. Wherever he is, may God bless him. You see, you say stuff like this, right? Wherever you get older things from people, you say, okay, wherever this person is, may God bless them. Thank you for giving me the hat, or thank you for giving me, you see, I had a dress that I made before. I tell this lady that donated it to me and said, here girl, have this outfit. And I was like, thank you for giving me this outfit. It means so much to me. She was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, yes, it does. Okay, so guys, learn to appreciate things, not because it's out of fashion. No, it's the energy behind it. It's the value that the item holds for you. Okay, and that's why you go ahead and do all these things. Okay, go, and now from today onwards, before you say anything about you being an African, make sure you have at least five things made from that continent. Okay, it's 5. Yes, you need it. I'm giving that secret today. 5 things from that continent in your home. It can be an outfit, it can be a sculpture, it can be a drum. Guys, look, I'm not playing. I have an African drum in my house. Yes, okay, it can be any of these 5 things. Drums, it can be sculptures, all that in your home, dress. And it brings these energies to your home. It brings powerful people to sit in your home that can protect you, that your eyes cannot see. Okay, let's go ahead and make you that beautiful house, that beautiful self, that beautiful personality that you are. My name is Sarah, and I really appreciate you all for being here. Learn to remember is a very great asset to have, or a very great quality to have, and as a king you are demanded to have it. Okay, have a wonderful day, guys. I appreciate it. Bye bye.